They're coming through that way for the procession, right through the store.
Yeah, they should be coming to the library.
And do you know where they're gonna march around to?
Uh, I think they're just gonna file in through these chairs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then just file in through the chairs.
Where's she gonna sit? they said I wasn't going to Georgie.
Check, check. Good afternoon and welcome to Bloomfield High School for the class of 2021 graduation ceremony. Before we begin, I ask that you please rise while I call up to the podium one of our seniors, Mr. Timothy Hagan, who will perform the national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Thank you, Tim. Again, good afternoon, parents, guardians, family members, caregivers, students, dignitaries, town council members, Board of Education members, and central office, teachers, staff, faculty, and Mother Nature. Thank you. My name is Dan Maletti. I'm the principal of Bloomfield High School, and today I join you on this monumental event here at Bloomfield High School in our courtyard with our students being able to celebrate their graduation at their own high school on a beautiful day with very, very special people. I hope you enjoy the program we have today. We hope it'll be something you remember forever. For you graduates, before anything starts, we'd like to congratulate you, and we're very proud. So to begin the program, I'm proud to call up to the podium our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. James Thompson Jr. Dr. Thompson.
Good afternoon. Continuing the tradition of over 100 years of excellence in education, Bloomfield High School proudly celebrates the class of 2021. Graduates, as we commemorate your graduation, we also want to say thank you to the many people who have supported you over the years. The members of the Board of Education and I extend a deep appreciation to your parents, your family and friends, your teachers and support staff, your principals, and your coaches and mentors. They have been nurturing and supporting you throughout the years, and they have taught you the valuable life lessons of hard work and preparation for the future. The previous school year was extremely challenging with the onset of COVID-19. This past year has presented you with deeper and greater challenges such as complying with health and safety protocols that you had never experienced before, adapting to different teaching and learning practices both in person and remotely, moving periodically from in-person to virtual instruction with little warning, missing valuable connections with your friends and classmates, and having limited participation in school activities. Given the upheaval of these unprecedented circumstances, I believe your presence here today as successful Bloomfield graduates clearly demonstrates your resilience, your perseverance, adaptability, and triumph over adversity. I encourage each of you to acknowledge and celebrate these important life skills and character traits as you step into your promising future with confidence, enthusiasm, and hope. Congratulations and best wishes to all of you.
Thank you, Dr. Thompson. Next on the program, I would like to call up the Chairman of the Board of Education of Bloomfield Public Schools, Mr. Donald F. Harris, Jr. Mr. Harris.
Good afternoon, all. Again, my name is Donald Harris. I am the proud chair of the Bloomfield Board of Education. I would like to join this group of family and friends in congratulating this wonderful group of Bloomfield High graduates, the class of 2021. Let's give them a round of applause. You forever will be remembered as a class that faced the incredible pandemic known as COVID-19. My prayer is that you, as witness to this horrific experience, will use this increased strength to become stronger as you leave the halls of orange and blue. This class is an important one for me because one of your graduates is my granddaughter, who is very special to me. Plus another one of your graduates is my grandniece, who is my sister's granddaughter. My sister and I are both Warhawks forever. She graduated in 1969, and I left these hallowed halls in 1962. Yeah, 59 years ago. To borrow a quote from the famous abolitionist and statesman Frederick Douglass, if there is no struggle, there is no progress. I grew up in the 50s and 60s with all types of racial strife, assassinations, and city-destroying race riots. Through my middle-aged years, I had the general feeling that things were getting better and opportunities were beginning to open up for all people. Now, in my senior years, the country has been beset with the murder of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and others. And yet, we have witnessed the passage of a bill that led to the creation of the African American and Hispanic curriculum, brought about by our own state representative, Bobby Gibson, that will serve to educate everyone to history that has never appeared in our school books. The struggle will continue, which is why I am passing these continued efforts to you graduates to keep on fighting efforts for equity, diversity, and inclusion. Graduates, continue to educate yourself for the rest of your life, going to school, taking online courses, reading, researching, reading. As Frederick Douglass stated, education means emancipation, it means light and liberty, it means the uplifting of the soul into the glorious light of truth, the light by which man and woman can only be made free. Bloomfield High School class of 2021, go forward become educated, accomplished members of our society. We are so very proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Harris. And at this time, I would like to call back up Mr. Timothy Hagan, who will be performing Stand By Me by Benny King. Tim, come on up. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Won't you stand by me? Just as long as you stand by me. If the sky that we look upon shall tumble and fall, and the mountains should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, we've got to stand together. Stand by me. Stand by me. So darling, darling, we can do it together. Stand by me. Stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Won't you stand by me? Yeah. Stand by me. Great job, Tim. We get another round of applause for Mr. Timothy Hagan. Timothy, nice job. Next up to the podium, I introduce to you the class of 2021's salutatorian, Ms. Lori Ann Millings.
Distinguished guests, before I begin, I want to say Happy Pride Month to those part of the LGBTQ plus community, including myself. I also want to give out a shout out to my best friend. I was really struggling with my speech, and she graciously coached me through putting this together for you guys today. The late Cicely Tyson said that challenges make you discover things about yourself that you never really knew. As many of you may possibly know, we've been in a pandemic for the past year, and that unfortunately greatly affected our senior year. I want to extend an apology to my classmates. I'm sorry that we got such a below average senior year. It's expected of us to keep up with our grades, apply to college, scope out scholarships, and generally transition into our adult lives, all while sitting in our rooms for 10 hours with little in person help. Yet we still did it. We admirably committed to dozens of plans after graduation during a pandemic. Not many classes can say that. We admirably, I'm repeating myself. We put our best foot forward in one of the most unexpected circumstances. We struggled and adapted and succeeded. So while I acknowledge the challenges we went through, I want to also say that I'm extremely proud of us for making the best of the time we unfortunately can't get back. For the 2.5 years we did get to fully experience, join me in the nostalgic thought that we finally made it past the era of tucking in the hoods of our sweaters in the hallways and dodging security when we had our headphones in. But that also means we're past all the football games and the pep rallies. We're past skipping classes with the two teachers that tolerate us, past giggling and making jokes before we open the curtains for the winter concert. As much as we'll miss it, we can look at these memories fondly while we move to the next chapters of our lives. I want to personally thank Mrs. Baker, Mr. Quinn, and Ms. Trombino. You three will never grasp how much you've helped me the past 4 years. I have no idea how I would have made it through high school if I was able to randomly show up to your rooms and vent or have a quick chat about whatever drama was going on at the time. I also want to endlessly thank my friends, my go-tos, my amigos, my chosen family. I know I never stopped texting you guys about how much you mean to me, but you seriously have been one of the biggest support systems since middle school. Half this diploma we're about to get is owed to you. Thank you from the deepest part of my heart for making high school worthwhile and accepting every part of my identity. Being queer in the Black community, especially in high school, is far from easy. So I'm eternally grateful to my friends for embracing me as much as they did. And while I have your attention, I want to say rest in peace to Lauren Leslie, who tragically lost her life a few weeks ago. She was a huge inspiration to me throughout high school since we were part of so many of the same communities. My condolences go out to her family and she'll be deeply missed. As we step into the daunting adult world, I want you all to remember this past year and the strength within ourselves it revealed. Use it as motivation for future obstacles and proof that you have the capability to get through the literal unimaginable. Though leaving the comfort and safety of Bloomfield is bittersweet, I'm wishing you all the best in the future, and I know we'll do great things. Thank you.
Thank you, Lorianne. Next up to the podium, it is my pleasure and privilege to introduce to everyone in attendance the 2021 valedictorian, Ms. Jemiah Hindel.
Good afternoon, fellow guests and graduates. The day has come. I would like to start by congratulating my classmates. We did it. We made it through 4 unconventional years for this moment, the time to cross this stage and be deemed Bloomfield High School alumni. Everyone today deserves to be here. You passed tough classes, dealt with trying situations, cried tears of sadness and frustration, and possibly been told you wouldn't even be here. Well, I'm here to say I'm proud of all of us for showing immense amounts of perseverance, self-restraint, and resilience. I'm sure my next topic is anticipated, Corona. We lost a year and a half of our normal high school experience to this virus. This meant no homecoming, pep rally, spirit weeks, football games underneath the stadium lights, or essentially any of our senior activities. But along with this was the new addition of online classes. This was a tough transition to make. The motivation was lost and many of us struggled greatly. But look where you are. You are sitting here today, decorated in our caps and gowns. We made it. And because we have pushed through such a difficult time, I know we are all capable of great things in our next chapters of life. As many of you know, I was very involved in athletics during my time at BHS, participating in both soccer and track. During this time, I noticed something. You feel a lot. But my coaches always told their teams to pick their heads up because as long as we went home knowing we did our best, there was nothing to be upset about. We set goals that were sometimes not met and sometimes exceeded, but notice how I'm using the word we. We, as in my coaches and teammates. Team sports build a great support system. You practice together, you win together, and you lose together. I want everyone to think about this support system through high school. Was it a friend, a group of friends, a teacher, a staff member, a coach, a parent? Maybe it was yourself. Maybe you were your biggest fan, the person you turned to in your toughest time in search of guidance. Nonetheless, remember to thank them today. I would like to thank everyone in the audience. Thank you for being here to celebrate these graduates. This is an important day in our lives, so on behalf of my peers, we appreciate you greatly. To end this speech, I just want to wish everyone good luck on their next journey. I know we have people among us going to colleges, trade schools, the Army, and some figuring it out along the way. All of these are great paths as long as they cater to what you want to do. I'll leave you all with this quote. The only thing that really matters is authoring a life you enjoy living. So to the class of 2021, stay safe and best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Jemiah. Before I start, I just want to give a couple of thanks to that really were instrumental in making today happen. Ann Burrows, who probably doesn't want to be recognized, but she's in the back right over there with the orange mask on, walking out the door, out to the parking lot. She's basically the backbone of everything that took place today. And basically, a lot of what takes place, as you all know, in the school. I'd like to thank Janice Edwards, Hassan, and all of her agri-science students and staff, Ms. McMillan, and Ms. Watkins, and the students for this botanical garden, this beautiful display of celebration, because it's that important. I can guarantee there's a bunch of people that didn't sleep much over the past week and a half because we wanted to make sure that this was a special day for you all. And I hope it is. And so as we were out here today, doing the last finishing touches on what we hope to be one of the best graduations this school has ever had, I forgot one important thing. What was I going to say when I was up here? Normally I have the speech going, I have some things down here, but I think for me to be able to let you know how I truly feel, I have to speak to you. I can put a lot of things down on paper, but it's how I speak to you and to give you my feelings of how I feel about you. But before that, especially want to thank everyone that made this possible, which is those of you in the back behind our graduates, all our family members, parents, caregivers, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins. Thank you. Thank you. It's these past 16 months will probably be the most difficult 16 months that you as young people will experience. You look at the odds, you look at the adversity that stares you in the face and you stared right back at it and pushed it aside. You're sitting here before us because you overcame adversity. You're adaptable, you adapted, and here you are. Again, thanks to the staff, faculty, everyone, instructional assistants, tutors, security officers, teachers, everyone played a vital role in helping you get here. Whether you know or not, there are things that they did behind the scenes, not just for this day, but we had people doing home visits. We had some tutoring just to make sure that everybody had the right opportunity to be successful during these horrible times. But yet here we are. I'm honored again to be standing in front of you. You inspire me. I know you inspire everyone behind us. You definitely surpassed our expectations. You each set goals, you accomplished them. You made your dreams come true. But unfortunately, you were forced to grow up a little quicker than we wanted. But you did, again. And that's a feather in your cap. Nothing's going to stand in your way. I mean, even the song selection is fitting. Benny King talks about, the mountains crumbling to the sea, but what happens? You stood together. You did it together. You did it. Clap for that because they did. I'm almost done. I'm just trying to throw it out because I'm so proud of this group. I especially have learned so much from you. I hope over the times you've learned a lot from, the adults and each other. And you take that on and you move on, but especially you give back, you come back and you talk to our young people. Let them know of your experiences, how you adapted, how you succeeded. So recently, the district adopted our portrait of a graduate, okay? And the portrait of a graduate, for anyone who doesn't know, it's a shared vision. It takes a lot of moving parts, a lot of people. And it tells us, it explains us, Bloomfield Public Schools, what we want our students, what we want them to be academically, socially, emotionally, technologically, be equipped. I think what we need to add to the website is this. You are our portrait of a graduate. And I'm very proud of you, and I congratulate you, the class of 2021. Thank you. I'd now like to call up to the podium for the presentation of the class of 2021, Mr. Jesse J. White III.
Are you ready? Ms. Notori Simpson. Jonathan Ali. Front row stand. Marcel Anderson. Adriel Anderson. Tajay Andre. Jaheem Atkinson. Leroy Ayeti. Jonathan Bailey. Brianna Barclay. Kareem Barnwell. Phoenix Blizzard. Wayne Belnavis. Brandon Bozeman. Joshua Brown. Darren Bryden. Clay Calderon. Alicia Campbell. Devin Campbell. Anaya Campbell. Eric Cherry. Asada Clark. Nicholas Koyazo. Samuel Copeland. Seda Cottaholder. Tia Davis. Malik Delissa. Danielle Duncan. Seda Edwards. Mauricia Francis. Elijah French. Jahari Fuller. Jordan Gadsden. Joshua Gadsden. Jaden Gibson. Shanessa Gordon. Daquan Grant. Jamie Green. Timothy Hagan. Michelia Hanson. Jonathan Hayward. Malachi Holmes. J.D. Boyd. Ron Hughes. Alexis Hutchinson. Kareem Hilton. Maya Jenkins. Terrell Jenkins. Desiree Johnson. Teresa Johnson. Dejanelle Johnson. Rasan Jones. Jalen Kaiser. Valerie Knightley, Pearl Quadzi, Leanne Levac, Jemiah Lindo, Janaya Little, Rakeem Lowe,
My boy.
Josiah Mahan, Daquan Morrow, Dashika Marshall, Elijah Matthews, Isaac McDade, Matthew McLaughlin, Lorianne Millings, Michaela Mitchell, O'Neal Mitchell, William Moore, Ariana Navarro, Lydia Nyarko, Charlize Omareji, Nevaeh Outlaw, Denzel Patrick, Sequoia Perryman, Cameron Phillip, Crystal Pike, Malachi Pinckney Lewis, Deshaun Pipkin, Crystal Price, Alan Roberts, Bruce Reeves, Sheridan Reed, Genesis Reynolds, Damani Reynolds, Nathan Riley, Janae Rodriguez, Alexis Ross, Yeralis Salgado Luciano, Yeralis Salgado Luciano, Sage Sands, Tahira Shaw, Damani Solomon,
You can't stay right here, though. Kids have to walk through.
Rashawn Stanford,
I didn't take a picture of the bathroom. This is my
Corey
bathroom.
Steele, Ashara Stevens, George Stevenson, India Still, Janaya Sutherland, Janelle Thompson, Amaya Thompson, Jawan Thompson, Kahari Thompson, Jaleesa Turner, Sarah Vaughn, Richard Walker, Javante Wallace, Ariana Waller, Brianna Washington, Brittany Washington, Sharissa Watson, DeAndre Wellborn Davis, Tyler Wesley, Diana Witt, Tajeria White, Tiana Wiggins, Natasha Williams, Najeri Williams, Stephanie Williams, Tyler Williams, Sarah Wong, David Woods, and Shane Wright. Your class of 2021. You can do better than that. Let's go.
That man was about to catch his hands in 2 seconds.
Hey, he's at
That's my daughter as well, but I said, well, I don't really care. Well, sir, I don't really care. Oh my goodness.
We can give him one more round before I say the most important words of the day. So one more round of applause.
Sir, you have to move. Literally move. Your baby's name was music call again. Like, come on now.
I was back on.
Why?
Okay, I'm gonna ask that everyone just have a seat. Just quiet down. This will all be over.
You're gonna hear all this.
Because this is the most important couple sentences of the entire day.
And I want to make sure that even in the back, we hear the famous words.
It was kind of windy.
Ladies and gentlemen, graduates, by the authority vested upon me by the Superintendent of Schools and the Board of Education, these students here this afternoon have successfully completed the graduation requirements prescribed by the Bloomfield Board of Education. Therefore, I hereby confirm and present to you the Bloomfield High School class of 2001. Congratulations. 2021, you're number one. Hit it. All right, stand up, graduates. Let's have your final walkout.
I get to walk in, so I gotta get the walk.
You ain't get the walk in.
I thought they were coming.
That was the fastest ceremony ever. Right now, it's One, two.
This is my daughter.
Like, yeah, I know. You know you can move it, right?
I'm just about to leave it right.
Are you gonna move it?
I'm not walking around with this stuff.
Well, then just put it back facing that way.
If my kids are here, I have somebody to sing.
I'm gonna just sit right next to him and walk over to the table. He did this thing after Done. I mean, other than when we almost dropped it. Thank God we turned it off.